The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get up! 180! 43! Check, 43! Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling that... A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Okay.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On the counter, Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Try to get it to Woods. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
On second down now, it's Hunt. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Lock in, lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky. They'll roll him out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got 180. 55, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Turbo,
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Watch the
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
check 26. Round break.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And Blunt has it. Hopping over the top. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
The 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
My 20. Eat. All day, just like that. 55 my guy. 55. 4 now. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 50. Check 50.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Nick Perry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Hey, ball. Smooth. I got it. High. 43.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Me. I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come again. Hey, Zoo. 43.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second down, here's Trubisky. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To throw again on second down. Goff. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Rams 7, Oilers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cut! 180! Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Cut! Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here goes tonight. 120. Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Bryant's kick is good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another carry now for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
From the 50, it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taco Charlton gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down, Hunt. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
I got you. 5. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Go. 43. Mike's 42.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
18. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, seam 6. Good. Any day.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert. Hey, orbit. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Time to go, night. Mike's 43. 43 is the mic. Man, I got you. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? Value 3.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, they run with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Bravo. Keep it up. 43 is the mic.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go. 43. Check. 43. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. 43. Mike's 43. We don't want this. 43 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And it's caught by Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Samson Abuka. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the backup Greer. Out left, he's got it to Everett. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. 76. 76.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's me. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
On first down, Trubisky going deep here for Stills. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Delta. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 yards on the play, first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 43 is the mic. Hey, wahoo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Baby, that's baby.
Trubisky will throw. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, alert. March 43. March 43. I got one. 43 is the mic. Come, Smooth. 43 is the mic. Ran, come. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I don't think you got it, sir. 43. Zoo. 43.
On third and goal, Trubisky. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Los Angeles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.